You're live. Means we are live. Good morning and hello, everyone. Try and move my camera. Oh, good morning, Izzy. There we go. I hope you're all well this morning. I'm looking forward to a nice little warm up with you and a nice little exercise to start the day. We are going to do a second little exercise session today with a view to improving our score ready for tomorrow. Okay, so tomorrow is going to be the last time we're going to do our shuttle run practice. The first thing I must say actually is I'm very sorry yesterday was one of those days. It's one of those days, wasn't it, yesterday? And the internet cut out just as we were close to the end. So we didn't quite finish our second run. So hopefully you were able to do that at some stage. And if you haven't, at the very least, those that have done it all week, we've had 3 good attempts, haven't we, this week? So hopefully tomorrow we'll have a clean run, we'll have a clean attempt, and we'll do 2 more attempts to try and beat our personal score and see how exercise and focus has helped us to achieve our goal or to improve our personal best over the course of the week. Okay, so we're going to start off with a slightly different warm-up today. Okay, so we are still going to, as always, we're still going to try and shake off those cobwebs. We're going to mobilize the shoulders. We're going to do some shrugs today. Okay, so just, what I mean by that, just shrug your shoulders round in a little circle. So just roll the shoulders. We're going to work our way down the body, just shaking those off a little bit differently today, and see how this focuses our attention on each of the muscles and joints that we want to. I have seen, good morning, hello George, and hello from Chloe. So hello Chloe. And good morning, as always, Lucy. Thank you for being here this morning. Just get rid of that. Don't want anything in my pockets. Fantastic. And what we're going to do, we're just going to change that over. We're just going to do some wrist circles. Okay, because we're going to spend a little bit of time on the wrist. And what we're going to do once we've done a few wrist circles, we're going to go back to the shoulders, but this time we're going to go forwards rather. I've been backwards, but change direction. If you're going forwards, change it to backwards. If you're going backwards, change it to forwards. And again, we're going to come back to the wrist, but this time we're going to go the opposite way. So you'll probably find that the way you've tried to do it is a bit weird. So I was going inwards the first time, we're going outwards this time, which feels slightly more strange. Okay, sticking with a little bit of a rolling theme, we're going to go to the hips. Okay, and we're just going to roll the hips round in a big circle here. Just mobilize the hip joint. Fantastic. And change direction, go the other way. Perfect. Roll out the cobwebs today. Super. And as we did with the wrist, we're going to do the same with the ankles. So one leg just in front, and we're just going to twist. Just create some movement in the ankles. And we'll go the opposite direction there as well. Fantastic. Shake that off. We'll do the other leg. So circles with the ankle here. And circles the other direction. Super. We're going to mobilize by stretching out this time. So what we're going to do is interlock the fingers just here. And what we're going to do is reach that up nice and high. Up high. And we're going to take it, as we breathe out, we're going to come forwards to about halfway. Make this sort of shape. And breathe in. All the way back. And breathe out. Come forward. So we're just stretching out the hips and the muscles around the hips, and breathe in. All the way back. And breathe in. Breathe out rather. If you've already breathed in, don't breathe in again. And reach up nice and high. And what we'll do here is just a forward fold. So we're just going to fold down. Feet can come a little bit closer together. Let your head be a little bit heavy. And breathe in. All the way back up. And we'll go down one more time. All the way down to the ground. And breathe in. Back up to the air. Now doing the same sort of thing from side to side this time. Just going to sort my camera out because it has... it's lost you guys, and I'm hoping it doesn't lose me. Oh, silly thing. Oh, hopefully you guys can still see me. I can't see anything on my screen, so hopefully you're there. Oh, there we go. It's just one of those. Just got to keep bashing and smashing it until it comes back. Right. So arms are coming up just like we did. This time, instead of interlock your fingers facing forwards, okay, so my knuckles are facing the front. That's how I had it before. I want you to reverse that. So we're going to come out and reach up just to add a little bit of a different stretch. And we're going to go from side to side. So breathing in to one side, breathing out, in and out. So breathe in on your way up and out on the way to the other side. If you need a slightly wider base, you can do that. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. And last one on the other side. Breathe in and breathe out. And into the top and relax. I realise my camera's not going to show much of the floor. But we'll go with what we've got so I can see any comments that might be coming up and you guys can see. So what we're going to do, our warm up to begin with, our exercise to begin with, we're going to do 5 exercises. We're going to do those in a similar circuit to how we've been doing in the past, 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off, so that we've got an opportunity to improve some of the skills that we need, okay? So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to practice our running technique, okay? So we're going to practice our running style. And we do this by lifting. We're going to lift that leg up like we did on Tuesday. And what I want you to do is really focus on bringing that up into the air and then changing it to the other side. So we're giving that explosive movement, but really focusing on driving the knee forwards and the other opposite arm forwards at the same time. And then we're going to change it over as we go through, okay? So it's not about speed, this one. It's about creating an explosive movement and holding that balance, okay? That's the first one. Then we're going to do some mountain climbers and other bits, so we might be down on the ground using our shoulders. I'll talk you through each one, as always, talk you through each one before we get to that workout section, okay? So first we're going to do slow motion running, okay? Are you ready? We've got 5 seconds. It'll count us down on here, and we're going to go straight into our first run. Off we go. So step it up nice and fast, change it to the other side, and explode that leg up nice and high. Okay, you can do it just by stepping up. So you can come to here and really push it up high. Okay, or you can jump from one leg to the other. Okay, and really drive that leg up as fast as you can. Create that explosive movement. Okay, and knee comes up and then you freeze in that top position. Fantastic, excellent work. Down on the ground, well, you got 30 seconds rest. I'm not going to play with the camera, I can still see you. So hopefully you can see most of what I'm doing here. Okay, so mountain climbers, like we did the other day, bringing the knee into the chest each time, just like this, okay? Holding yourself up nice and high, and we're working the abdominal muscles in this section, okay? Are you ready? Get yourself down into plank position. Oh, we've got about probably 3 seconds. Off you go. So drive the knees into the chest. Hold yourself up nice and high. Breathing in, breathing out. And just drive those knees one at a time. Again, you can swap them over. You can step them up one at a time if you're finding the running movement too tricky. But of course, this is going to help with your running technique. Just driving that in whilst working the arms and the shoulders. Well done. Fantastic. Okay, we're going to stay on the ground. Number 3, we're going to do some side toe touches. So I'm going to come down onto the ground here,
And all I'm going to do is reach, show you this side. So my feet are on the ground and I'm going to reach with my hand to my heel, okay? So fingers to the heel, and we're just going to swap that, building the strength in the obliques, the side of our abdominals, okay? Off you go. So feet down, heel touches, go. Heel, touch, heel, touch. As always, keep the heels as close as you can to the bottom, knees in that tuck position, and you're just spinning from the side, side to side, 10 more seconds. Fantastic. Excellent work. Next one, we're going to do some side steps. So wherever you are, we're just going to work from side to side. So work on our lateral movement. Okay, so I'm going to work just here. So it's literally just going to be one step either side. So step, I'm just going to touch the wall, step, touch the wall. Okay, you don't have to touch the wall, but you can use the space that you've got. Just going to go side to side in whatever space. That could be just one step and then one step the other way. Off you go. So step in, touch, step, touch. So feet never touch together, but you open out, come together, open out, touch together. Okay. If you want to, the lower you can get, a bit like we did yesterday, the more you'll be working the muscles. Okay. So it's just a quick change in between, focusing on. You can touch the floor, maybe mark on the floor. Just like we've been doing in our workout. Fantastic. In our challenge, it's important to do that kind of thing. Good morning, Stanley, and good morning, Tegan. Fantastic. Last one we're going to do just some lunges. So again, just working on that leg strength, building us up. So lunge forwards, reach down into a running position. Okay. So lunge forwards, come up. Lunge forwards, come up. Remember, that front knee should always stay at this angle. Okay, the back knee can come down to the ground. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. So lunge and up, lunge and up. So just step forwards, come up, step forwards, come up. Okay, both feet can come down like you're going into your starter's block. Both hands rather into your starter's block. Come up. 10 more seconds. Fantastic. Fantastic. Okay. End of round one. Good job. So we're going to go straight into those slow runners. Okay, whilst we have our little break. Rest period, straight into the slow motion running. Okay. And remember, it's an explosive movement on the way up. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Now, let's go. So bring that knee up nice and quick. Slow it back down, then the other one comes up as fast as you can. Okay, again, this is the easier version. Bring that up nice and high. If you want to explode it up and then change the other one, you can do that too. Don't lose your balance. And up nice and high. Up nice and high. Up nice and high. It's a bit like a karate kick. See a comment. Who's that? Riley's got 39. She's counting some of her reps. Well done, Riley. Excellent work. Okay, mountain climbers next. Give yourself a little break. Catch your breath. In through your nose, out through your mouth. And we're going to go down into plank position. Ready to start. We've got 10 seconds before we start. So down into your plank position here. You rest with your knees down. But when we start, up you go onto your feet and go. Knees driving in to your chest. Pa, 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 pa. Steady breath. Control your breathing. Hold yourself up nice and high. Keep those knees driving. That's the key here. Is that we're working on driving those knees forwards. Building up that strength, momentum. Good for running. Well done. Excellent work. Hard work, but good work. Okay, I've just stood up. We've got to make our way back down to the ground for our obliques. heel touches. Okay, what I will say, as we're here, if your heels are tucked in and you're more flexible than I am, and you can reach down towards your toes maybe, do that, or wrap round to your ankles, perhaps. But that is hard work for me. I'm working on my flexibility, I promise. Go, 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 by the way. How's the little jingle? Breathing is part of the challenge. And the reason why I'm talking the whole way through is to help you, but it doesn't help my breathing. So you guys focus on your breath the whole way through and feel the burn. Okay, last one. We got side steps to do. Side steps, so find your space again, whatever that may be. Just a step either side, maybe 2 steps either side, but start in the middle. When the timer goes, I'm going to go the opposite way first actually, this time. Just going to mix it up, make my brain change, make my leg muscles work in a different way. Let's go. So step to the side, step to the side. So my feet don't ever cross, they just meet in the middle and just tap, staying on my toes, staying a little bit low so the muscles are engaged. And as I said before, you could just be touching a line on the ground, touch the bottom of the sofa and the bottom of the dining chair or whatever it might be that you're working towards. Fantastic. Might even be you were coming towards me, touching me, coming back. Now that I've given you that example, we won't need it anymore. Last one, lunges. Riley's still counting her score as well. 16 and 29 was that, I think. Lunges are the last one. We're going down into our running block. Okay, so again, we're just going to step forwards, reach down, come back up. Are you ready? Let's go. Step forwards, hands down, step back up. And again, keep that right angle. The knee doesn't come over the foot here. And come back up. The back knee can touch the ground if you want it to. Okay. Or you can lunge a little bit more, keep the back leg a little bit more straight. Either way, come down to the ground. 10 more seconds, last bit of the workout. Up we come. One more. Well done. Excellent work. Fantastic. That's it for the workout. We'll catch our breath. Well, not for the whole workout. That's it for the main bit of exercise. We're going to do a little cool down. Stretch off. Make sure we're feeling ready. Breath back. Fresh air circulating in the room. And we're going to do our cool down. Okay? So the first thing I want you to do, we're going to get into our tabletop position. Okay? So make your way there slowly. Tabletop position, we're going to go into cat-cow. Those of you that have been here the whole time, been with me throughout the whole of lockdown 3, will know how this works, especially during mindfulness week. We did a lot of this. So we're going to just make sure our hands are underneath our shoulders, knees are underneath our hips, and we're going to breathe in, feel the belly, stretch up nice and high, breathe out, empty the belly, curl the chin in. Breathe in again. And breathe out. And again, breathing in. And out. In your own breath, deep breaths in, fill your lungs. And out. Okay, and from here, reach your hands further forwards a little bit. Your toes maybe come to touch behind you. And we're just going to stretch out the back, come into this stretch pose here, commonly referred to as child's pose. So you guys should find this really comfortable. Let your heart just melt towards the ground. As you breathe in, your head can maybe rest here, just stretching out the lower back and the backs of the thighs and the glutes. Okay, and from here we're going to come up into a plank pose, plank position. Hold this for a moment, and what we'll do is just slowly breathe in. That one leg comes up behind, and as you breathe out, bring it forwards. And we're just going to stretch here in our lunge. So we're going to let the back leg straighten. Okay, it doesn't have to be locked out, just a little bend in the leg is fine. Okay, if you can here and you wish to, you can take your hands off and we'll come into lifting that up. If this is too hard, keep your hands down, that's absolutely fine. Bring your arms up. Okay, and hands can come back down. This leg can go back into your plank position, and what we'll do is do that cycle again on the other side. So breathe in, leg comes up, breathe out, bring that forwards. And again, once we're here in this lunge position, you can keep your hands touching, come up onto your fingertips maybe, and you can breathe in, bring it up nice and high. Come down back to the ground. And what I'm going to ask you to do, instead of taking your foot back, you're going to bring your foot forward, so both feet come to the front of your body. Okay, and you can just lean and stretch this out here. Somewhere comfortable, but you should feel a stretch along the whole back of the leg here. Let your head be heavy. Maybe rock a little bit side to side.